live. Hello, hello. Welcome to Players of the Realms. I am your host and DM for the evening. I'm Anthony, and we're going to be jumping straight into things. But before that, we usually start off with a little message. So, if you need dice, and I'm sure every D&D player experiences this in their life, check out Dice Legion and use the product code that's in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Using POTR, you'll be able to get a 10% discount code, and they have a great selection of dice. So, we are going to jump straight into the question of the session. So this week, we are asking the players if there is any particular weapon or item that they might want, or that their character might want to pursue or find in the future as the campaign continues. We're going to find out what the players have to say. Unfortunately, we will be down a Yami for this evening, so hopefully the players won't feel the loss too bad, and we will look forward to seeing Yami back with us in 2 weeks. We are going to be having a little bit of a break with the Memorial Day weekend coming up, so we will catch everybody after this session in 2 weeks. So, moving forward, on my list first, changing up the order a bit, is Ceres. So, Ceres, is there any particular weapon or item that your character longs to find?
Not really. She doesn't have a lot of experience with, access to the knowledge of, powerful items. If there's anything she wants in particular at this point, it's probably just massive wealth. Because money equals power, and power allows her to sort of choose her fate.
And money definitely counts as an item.
Alright, well then that's the item. Lots of gold coins.
Cool. Hopefully we'll be able to help you out with that.
That's the hope and the dream.
Right? I mean, it is Eberron. It's not like it's expensive or anything. So, we've all tried to ride the lightning rail. I mean, we've seen those prices.
Yeah.
Moving on. Levin. Same question. So is there any particular weapon or item that your character longs to find?
Levin wouldn't long to find it, but he would happily accept it. The double-bladed scimitar is a signature weapon of Valinor elves. It's a weapon with a haft of fine wood that supports a long curving blade on either end. And the blades themselves are strong, sharp, remarkably light. Each scimitar is a masterpiece. And as such, it's a fairly expensive weapon, but it is only amongst the Valinor elves that are allowed to have them and use them. So he would readily accept one as a, gesture of appreciation for efforts made. But unless it's a collapsible or easily hidden object, he's probably not going to use it.
Gotcha. It'd be more of that symbolic gesture of that is part of your heritage, I would assume. And I might be reaching.
Part of the culture.
Alright, that makes sense. So it's something that you would take for sentimentality, but not exactly something that you would carry with you, realistically speaking.
Well, if he was at home, he would have it on his person because he wouldn't need to hide it. Out and about, especially in Breland, he'd probably need something a little more compact or collapsible.
Definitely understandable. Might come across the wrong way if you come with such a nice weapon. And being a tornado, right? Or Tarnidal?
Tarnadal elf.
Tarnadal elf. The Spartans of the world.
Effectively.
Alrighty, so, moving forward, we are going to take a look at, I believe I have Fennec next.
Fennec, in his ever-longing search for, understanding of the morning, just anything that's going to help increase his power, or a way that, might protect him from other magic. Something that's going I'm trying to think of like
So
any
now,
type of like magic item, armor or staff or rod that will either help him protect himself from magic and harm, or help harness and make him more powerful.
so safe to say, a staff of power might be something that Fennec would be interested in finding.
Staff of Power, Robe of the Archmagi, to name a few. There's a couple like tomes that might be useful for him. I'm looking at something right now. It says the Rod of Shadows, but I gotta see valid because that would be something very good for him. But just like anything to either protect him from magical harm or harm itself, or something that's going to improve his own magic ability.
I got you. So basically, either anything associated with the morning or something that amplifies your magical abilities.
Yep,
Definitely
and he has his collection of keys that he still hopes to find something. So that's part of the search is he's hoping to find something like that in just something that he has a key to.
Though, if I'm not mistaken, you are down at least one key.
I am
I
down
believe
one.
I believe you gave a key to somebody and said, "Your treasure lies if you find out what this opens." Something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, I do believe I can't remember the exact instance, but I do recall him giving away a key. See if I can find it. But yes, that did happen.
It was definitely in one of the times where I believe it was either Mech or Yami told you to tip the person, and your response was to tip with the key.
Yep, I remember that. Yes.
All right, and now, lastly but not least, we have the man, Mech. Take it away. Same question.
So for Mech, trying to find that nice balance between offense and defense, he would have to probably say the animated shield. It starts off as like a small little crest, and all you gotta do is say a command word, and a kind of magic shield would protrude from it and float around me. And the best thing about it is that it actually will free up an extra hand, so I can actually do a little more whacking if I really need to.
Very nice. Very nice. And solid choice for the shield.
It's kind of his thing. He's always got to walk that line. He needs the shield. That's his main line to try to protect, and it's his main priority. But he's got to hit something too.
Definitely, you can't just keep getting hit all the time. It's detrimental to your health.
Yeah.
All right, so with that, we are going to go into our quick little recap. So, if you guys don't mind just kind of popping off some events that stood out to you from the last session. I apologize. I apparently can't talk coherently at this time, in this moment. So, just call it right out. Anything that you kind of remember stands out from the last session.
We leveled up.
We managed to get the Dragon Marked Orion to forward us the money here in Rote.
Mm-hmm.
That's level 3, by the way, right?
Yes.
Tell me to level up, I get excited. Okay, all right.
We did go on a little bit of a shopping trip where Ceres and Fennec, I won't say bonding, but Fennec's gonna say bonding. Moment or time with her helping him get some nicer clothes to fit into Row. He also started the trend of the top hats, deeming what he wants to call everybody. I won't speak for everybody, but he wants to start the trend of the Dapper Dons. But
Yep. Top hats all around.
Top hats all around, but going with Ceres to get those items to kind of make him a little bit more presentable in Road. This raggedy, dirty goblin.
Yep. Specifically, I believe with Ceres's help, you had acquired a waistcoat that was dark gray and ultimately a pinstriped suit with a black silk cloak that has the phases of the moons crusted over on the ends.
Yep. So you said the waistcoat was gray, and what was pinstripe?
I believe
Trousers.
The pants are pinstripe. Yep.
Yep. I'm just
I
writing
don't
down.
remember if you got a vest. That one I don't remember.
That's the waistcoat. The waistcoat's
yeah.
the vest.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
the woven black silk cloak, the waistcoat, the pants, a pair of leather gloves, and the top hat.
Yes. And several top hats.
One for each person.
Yes, I do believe that's what went around.
Yep.
Mech openly wore his top hat. Levin put his top hat on yours. Saris, I believe, just walked away.
Yep. She's
Can I
not a top hat girl.
Can I change mine to a derby? I just feel like Mech would. Is it a derby or is it that bowler hat? Is that what it's called? The real
I
round
think
Bowler
you're-
hat.
A bowler hat is what I think you're thinking of.
with like the gangsters. They would just beat people
Yeah,
up.
a
Like,
bowler hat.
yeah, I think that'd
Unless
be
you're
perfect for Mech.
unless you're talking a fedora, which is also
No.
no fedora. Gotcha.
No.
Rock fan.
He's not a yuppie.
You're not a beatnik.
No.
I mean, I'm sure we could go back to the shop and you can exchange the hat. We'll see if we can get some haggling.
I would say you can always take the time out and attempt to shop because these shopkeepers would love to sell you your goods for a reasonable price.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have different definitions of reasonable.
And that's okay?
That's why you bring Saris.
Yes.
She spent the money flat out. She didn't even haggle.
See, but the thing is with your skills, you could spend the money and then just steal it back.
But,
Or acquire it back.
I will say that there has officially been laws posted in the game chat. So
I saw.
just double check before you look before you
Hint,
try.
Wink, wink.
You know, just say it. You
Yeah,
notice it has been expressed that there is a large population of Blackguard keeping watch over this city, to the fact where it is only to Saris's dismay strictly middle and upper class, so it appears.
Well, this ought to be good. Public intoxication, and my father's missing again.
Well, I will say I won't disappear his character if he's not here. I mean, his character's safe.
He's not here to watch him.
No prison break. Oh,
I
You
mean,
don't
you could
touch it.
you could get arrested, and then there's going to be a prison break. What do you think? Doesn't necessarily have to be Yami that gets arrested.
True.
would be problematic.
I think it'd be entertaining, but that's just me.
Is that a challenge?
Saris doesn't want to go near cops.
Would you want that to be a challenge, sir?
Levin,
And
run!
That's a good idea. Stay away from the cops. But is there anything else that you remember that stood out from the previous session? So
We had
there was
something-
shopping that went on. We have the legal purchasing of a thieves' toolkit.
Sort of.
Additive there.
Oh no,
I don't call
look,
that
everything
illegal.
everything Levin did was above board.
I wouldn't call it a thieves' toolkit. I'd say he assembled the parts of one, but he didn't buy a thieves' tools kit. He made
Okay.
a thieves' tools kit.
Fair enough. He bought the parts to create his own thieves' toolkit. So now he has a thieves' toolkit. Makeshift, I suppose.
Oh. There was Fennec mentioning when they were on the train to Rome before they got off, looking at the scroll and, able to translate one or two words, he did mention that he knows a guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
That could be beneficial.
Also, while
Fennec
we're on the
knows
topic
the
of
guy.
Fennec, do
Uh-oh.
not forget you did break a window. You paid
I
10
paid for
gold
it.
for it.
I did.
You
I
also
paid
did
double.
break away. Yes, because Mecha very much encouraged you kindly to.
And
After you
Meg
tried to
should've-
haggle paying him 6 gold.
I would love to learn where Mech learned math. Somehow I started at 5, then I went to 10, I ended up paying 6.
oh, he just realized that you were probably gonna break another one. So you might as well just get it out of the way.
And he did. He hasn't broken one since.
That was like 8
2 hours ago.
If you took a long rest.
Wait. Yeah.
Which I do believe we ended on a long rest.
And Cyrus, did you mark off that Fennec gave you the money back that you paid for everything?
I did.
Okay. And we had something about bringing scrolls to Serial and protecting refugees.
So the current missions that had gotten told to Yami was that there had been I believe a farm on the outskirts of Rote that has been under attack by dinosaurs. And then in a city not outside of Rote, about 2 days travel I believe, there is a group of thugs who are holding a place hostage. Or who are harassing people out of place, I believe.
Sounds right.
So, while walking through the town, though, I believe multiple members of the party have heard rumors of there being a need to escort refugees, but there was no departure time for when the group was needed to be assembled to leave.
We didn't figure that out. We were going to go.
We were
talk to
discussing
someone.
going and getting more info on that.
Yeah,
we
we actually left
went
off
back.
with you about to regroup with the party. So Mech had ran into Yami. They were talking about the different jobs that were found, and they were heading back to the tavern, the Drunken Dragon, where you are staying, to regroup with whoever was there. And with that, that's where we'll begin. So, you guys make it back to the tavern. Who would be in the tavern currently at this time?
This is waking up for a new day.
This was after some purchases went on.
Yes, I believe this was the start of a new day. That's where Levin had gone out to go purchase his at the start of the day, I believe.
Yeah, he went on his morning run and went through the markets to make the purchases that he needed for...
So I believe the time should be accurate. It's about 1:02 in the afternoon.
Mhm.
Because you did, I believe, Mech, you went on the tourist route. You were exploring the
Sightseeing.
outskirts of the city, and you had noticed the castle across. I had asked if you wanted to go over there to see it. You had said, no, I want to regroup with the party.
Yep.
So that would have taken you several hours. Yami is walking absent-mindedly next to you as you're approaching the tavern. He's surprisingly quiet.
That's a good thing.
Not gonna
I'll,
argue. Just
yeah.
kidding, Yami, if you watch this. Only kidding. But with that, you would be approaching the tavern. Levin, Fennec, Ceres, would you be in the tavern, or what would you have been doing during this time?
She's at the.
Go ahead.
Oh, Cyrus is probably like sitting at the tavern, drinking something non-alcoholic.
Okay.
Would have seen Levin just seated at a table outside.
Alrighty. And Fennec?
Fennec is just sitting at a table, picking at some like food, drinking a little bit of just not alcoholic, kind of putzing around. Every now and then he'll get up and take a shot at the pool table.
Alright. Give me a quick dexterity check.
Just straight dex.
Yeah, just straight dex.
Okay. Cool.
You're not proficient in pool yet.
That would be a 8.
You go up to take a shot, but you miss it completely. You keep the cue ball on the table. Progress.
I'll take it. Ugh. Lasted game.
with that, Mech, you and the absent-minded Yami would be approaching the tavern. You would see Levin sitting outside as you're approaching. Levin, I do believe you'd be outside by the door, correct? Or would you be around on the back?
I would be easily enough spotted towards the front of the building near, at one of the outside tables.
Alright, so you would see Mech and Yami approaching.
Alright. I'll look up, nod their way, and get up out of my seat to go join them.
Alright, with that, Mech, you would see Levin getting up, approaching you.
Anything new and interesting since we've been going?
Just supply runs, really. The other two, I think, are inside. So, anything interesting?
A few things. It's a big weird castle. There's a bunch of raiders messing with a village.
Well, let's get the other two before we continue this.
Ooh, you ever heard of a dinosaur?
Yes.
I wonder if it's a really big dinosaur.
Are we talking the ones over in the Talenta Plains?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it like one of the small dinosaurs or like one of the big dinosaurs?
Well, out in the Talenta Plains we have commonly clawfoots and fastiaths, but let's continue this inside.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
With that, you enter the tavern. You would see Fennec at this point at the pool table. Saris is sitting alone. She is drinking her non-alcoholic beverage. And as we move you into the tavern.
Fennec, you done breaking windows?
Haven't broken one today, sir.
Okay, good.
Why, he just called you sir, though.
Sorry.
Maybe there's hope for him yet.
Nope.
All right. Saris, what are we drinking?
Some sort of fruit concoction.
That sounds good.
I don't know what's in it. Just tastes sweet.
It's late today, you said, right?
Yes, it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, we're burning daylight. Can we find something interesting to do for the rest?
Oh, you said you had something to do with refugees and whatnot, and you asked me about dinosaurs.
That's right.
What
One seems...
dinosaurs?
I don't know, I just know there's dinosaurs.
A what?
Big giant lizard.
A dragon?
Without
No,
wings, in between, a little smaller.
No,
Not as smart.
some dinosaurs can have wings.
What? You know,
Some dinosaurs can have wings.
It's not sounding good.
I don't want to go see the dinosaurs.
So the deal with the dinosaurs, what's going on with that?
I figure they're kind of doing what dinosaurs do.
And what is it that dinosaurs do?
Eat things.
Ray.
So someone's being attacked by them? Well, we were going to make inquiries towards things. I say it's a good place as any.
It is the closest. It's not too far from here. I think it's like the next village over.
That's not too bad.
Danik, you want a new pet?
Would love one. Is it gonna eat me?
I think it's. Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe that's the fun of having a pet. Teach you some responsibility.
Is that how you two learn? And he'll look at you and Yamin go, is that how you two learned it?
Me? No. Him? Maybe.
I love a pet. Though I'm not really familiar with dinosaurs. So you'll have to help me pick a good one.
Maybe a medium-sized one that you can ride.
Hey, I like that.
That'd be cool.
Fennec Flashback. We're riding into battle on a dinosaur.
I look at Levin, it's like, what's happening?
I think they're deciding that they want to go and ride a dinosaur.
Why do they want to ride a wingless dragon? That sounds terribly dangerous.
I try not to deal with mounts myself. It's typically for those with training.
Can Fennec hear you?
I'm not trying to whisper any of this unless
Okay.
Sarah started that way.
No, she's just offhandedly commenting while the two of Fennec and Mac are chatting.
So Fennec will kind of like
Yeah.
turn with his like palms up like, what? I have short legs. You guys have long legs. It's easier for you to travel.
Seem to keep up well enough.
How loud are you guys being in this conversation?
Fennec, probably as loud as you can be.
Average.
Levin's keeping an even tone.
Bar talking language. Yeah. Tone.
I mean, Fennec's loud.
It's kind of his default.
You notice that the bard that is usually in the tavern is standing near you and has stopped playing, and has been starting to eavesdrop on your conversation.
Fennec take.
And as he kind of walks off, he begins strumming on his lyre. I have short legs, it's easier for you. And he's basically starting to sing a song that embodies parts of the conversations that he deemed funny.
He's Fennec will immediately look at me. Is he mocking me?
No, he's just profiting off our conversation. Do you want to get out of here?
I want to make sure I get a cut of whatever he's selling.
Do you see anyone throwing coins his way?
Does he?
Give me a perception check.
17.
You notice that there are coins being put into the depository for him. So you see a couple of gold coins, you see a couple of silver coins.
Fennec's going to approach the bard.
Platinum.
Do you say a platinum?
Yes.
Fennec's going to approach the bard. So, got some new lyrics, I see. Where'd you think of them?
Oh, you're quite the muse, sir.
So you're using my story to profit, huh?
And you're going to notice that he squats down,
Watch it, Bob.
so that he is now at your level. Well, I mean, they are free thoughts. It's not like you can own them.
Oh, so you'll have
And then
no...
he's going to turn off, and he's just going to continue to strum his lyre after standing back up.
I would like a cut of this profit of my story.
Give me a persuasion check at disadvantage. But yeah, you're asking a man to part with his money.
At seeing this, I'm just gonna go to Levin
An 8?
Sarah's and be like, I want to try to help you.
Is Max trying to help me?
That's what I was trying to cut in. I was trying to help you, see if I can get away with it.
Sorry. Permission to have that happen, DM?
What was your intention?
I was just gonna go and like in that process of that happening, just be like to Levin and Sarah, be like, "Hey, you should probably take the conversation somewhere else. I'm gonna go get him," and just approach, but like. So
Loom.
like he's like kneeling, yeah. So it's like he's like kneeling at Fennec. Just want to be like above him, like when somebody like talks to like your child, and you're just like, what's going on here?
So with that, you will see, because he was standing up as you would have approached, and he's just going to turn and walk away, kind of ignoring Fennec's request for part of his profit.
You had to post the goddamn laws.
100%.
Levin is going to cock his head towards the exit, get up, and start walking towards it.
You're lucky we're busy, Bard.
That almost sounded like a threat.
You want me to repeat it?
I would love to. And at this point, you do see that people are turning around.
Does Saris notice this?
You all notice it, because the bard has stopped playing completely. Are you being quiet or are you being loud?
That's not a stupid question. That's such a stupid.
No, it's not a stupid. It's not a stupid question. It's a clarifying question because I do have to specify this. I need this specified.
Go ahead, Matt.
Saris would like to interject by sort of not loudly, but starting to bang her cup on the bar counter and like initiate like a bar song.
Give me a performance or a persuasion check. You can choose the skill.
Oh, it's going to be performance.
And so
There we go. Go
answer
ahead,
your
roll it.
question, he's not yelling, but more like gritting his teeth angrily when he sees it.
Ooh.
Nope, it's not gonna happen. I tried.
Hold on. There is no critical failure at this unless we agree on off game to make that a rule. So with a 7, you do get a couple of people who like what you're doing. Do you have a particular drinking song in mind? Just, name-wise? Like, this way we can just get an idea of a cadence? Not that I'm asking you to perform it. Just so we have an idea. If you want to
the one that
perform it,
comes
go
to
ahead.
mind is an Irish song called Johnny Tar.
Awesome. So as you're going, you have people who are swaying. They are moving to it. But for the most part, the people are more interested in the gossip that's happening.
They are.
So yeah, he is going to... So he is at this point waiting for Fennec's response after he did loudly say, that sounded like a threat.
Fennec, remember, we're gonna go get a dinosaur, right?
Can I deal with this? Because someone here is being extremely rude.
Yeah, I kind of wish you wouldn't.
He'll listen to Mech and look at the bard and be like, You're lucky we're busy.
You're just going to see a smirk cross his face just before he goes off and resumes playing.
Make note of bard. This is the Drunken Dragon, right?
I can totally
it's a
see
Drunken
Fennec
Dragon.
writing on a sheet of paper, Bard at Tavern. Nemesis.
Are you adding people to your kill list again?
The death scroll.
I was thinking, basically his final, say, engagement with the bard. I'm not going to say a threat, but his last word is, oh God, I just had it. Be weary of the shadows, because things that go bump in the night answer to me.
How loud are you saying this?
He's making it so the bard can hear it.
the bard had already started to walk away, so that means that you're saying somewhat loud.
Yep.
That which would mean that people who are around you can hear that.
Yes.
Noted.
Fennec's got no shame.
That's okay. I just need to make a note of that.
Goblin is yelling
So-
obscenities and threats across bar. Yes.
Yes.
Like Florida man.
Well, specifically saying that the things that go bump in the night.
Answer to him.
Okay. Don't worry.
Good.
That won't come back to you at all.
Never does.
But with that, what would you like to do? Because he is further ignoring you.
So
He's not
now
he's not
Fennec's
engaged
going to
with you
listen to
again.
Mech.
All right.
Oh, does the bard help me with my song?
You're going to go into allegiance with the bard?
I will say.
I'm singing a song now. I'm committed.
Okay.
How are you attempting to engage for him to help you?
I don't know.
So meaning,
I'm not necessarily.
Are you going to give him?
I'm not necessarily
Sorry,
trying
go
to.
ahead.
I'm not necessarily trying to encourage him, but there is like a thing happening in this bar that he is performing at, and I've got at least a couple people that seem to be interested, and I mean, it feels like a jumping off point in Cyrus's mind,
So-
anyway.
You are going to notice that he is going to look in your direction, and as he does, he's going to begin to strum and play along with you, adding the music to your drinking song, attempting to re-energize or recreate the mood that was there before the threats that got and profanities that had gotten thrown across the bar.
Good times.
Fennec, if you are leaving, you are going to notice that as the people who are sing and they begin to muffle out the lyre a little bit, you will hear a comedic strumming going on as you're matching your cadence of walk until you get out the door.
Wait, so my walking was matched up with the music?
No, standing outside of the music is a humorous melody that matches your cadence as you walk.
Okay.
Almost as if you're being mimicked or being mocked with a lyre.
He's gonna grind his teeth and his eyes are just gonna narrow as he kind of scans for the music. We need Mech, I need to leave.
I've been trying to tell you that. I mean, you just kept going on, and so you gotta learn someday. So can't fight all your battles.
I was going to fight my own and then you stopped it. But
Yeah,
nonetheless,
listen. You could fight somebody, but do you see that there was like 20 other people in the bar? Be aware of your surroundings. Fight on your terms, on your grounds, not on his.
fine. And you're gonna hear him say 2 words that no one has heard him say yet. He's gonna look at him and he's gonna swallow hard when saying this. You're right.
Nick's eyes just blink a bunch of times. Like,
The world just stops for a
I
moment.
think
Campaign's over. We've defeated the BB.
we won.
Fennec's pride.
Oh, if only it was that easy.
We fed him after midnight.
So, where are the Dapper Dons off to?
At this point, Levin has already walked outside.
With that information, Ceres, how long do you remain at the bar?
I'll keep up with it for about a minute and then like make my exit, like finish off my drink and just like toss a coin to the barkeep.
All right. 1 second. I would like you to give me a perception check.
Ah, joy. Not my day. Not my day.
Ooh, I rolled worse than you and still got higher. I have a higher mark. So, as you are walking around eventually, how often would you say you would check your pockets?
I mean, kind of regularly. She just where
In
she.
one of the intervals, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go on.
In one of the intervals in which you would be checking your pockets, you find that there's a coin in there that wasn't there before you left the tavern. You would find that it is one of the platinum pieces. So, the bard did pay you to help change the mood in the tavern.
He reverse pickpocketed you.
Hate that. But I also make a note that someone else is practicing pickpocketing.
Mm-hmm. But that would be after you have left the tavern after a certain amount of time. So we'll say that this has been about an hour since you would find it about an hour after. So with that, you guys all have left the tavern. Where would you like to go?
I don't think we've decided yet.
We haven't.
Well, I'm excited. I've read about dinosaurs. I've always wanted to see one.
Still don't know what they are, really. The excitement seems unfounded.
What, to go and catch one?
I'm assuming that it's a matter of novelty for them.
Oh. That wears thin quickly.
Well, I've had limited interactions with them before. You're absolutely right.
No, I was talking about novelty.
I've had limited interactions with them before, and you're absolutely right.
Not just grins.
I haven't gone out much. It's been a interesting couple of days, and I got a chance to maybe see a dinosaur, and I want to take the opportunity, that's all.
Mech, is this important enough to make it a priority?
More of a bucket list?
No, I'm just asking. I'm not trying to dissuade you.
I mean, I'd like to.
Then let's go.
She's gonna look at Fennec. We're getting dinosaurs, let's go.
So it seems like dinosaurs it is.
Sorry, Cyrus. This is just to move things along.
No, I'm sure this will be enlightening one way or the other.
Who knows? Maybe we could figure out more of what's happening in the town.
Do these dinosaurs carry money?
They carry people with money.
Close enough.
Although my experience has been typically halflings.
Oh.
I mean, they are fast. And as Fennec has mentioned before, those of the more squat nature tend to enjoy being able to get around faster.
Aren't those halflings feral?
That's a bit of a trick question.
Seems fairly simple.
Well, for halflings in the Talenta Plains, it's a matter of they move around a fair bit. Calling them feral is not exactly good. I mean, it's a majority of them have natural talents as bards, barristers, merchants, politicians. You see them all around Corvair.
But they're riding lizards.
Well,
On the
some of them
Talenta
are.
Plains.
Correct. Or at least to my knowledge.
And they have barristers? I'm confused.
Well, I mean, we're in Corvair. It's a hodgepodge of races. You've seen your fair share of halflings in Sean, yes?
Yeah, but those halflings live in city.
Right.
I of
And
course
you've-
expect them to be civilized.
And you've heard of House Tarasco and House Galanda.
I've heard of them, yes. She, like, starts to, like, tense up a little.
What I'm saying is that they're not all savages and raiders. They're decent people to get to know. Even the ones out in the Talento.
The ones on the dinosaurs.
Savage is a matter of perspective.
Indeed.
But those two seem to be getting away from us, so let's
Okay,
catch up.
well, yes, probably shouldn't let Fennec have too much of a leash.
Can't choke on it either.
So now, you two would have been falling back to have that conversation, so Mech and Fennec, would you, I'm assuming you would have started to go ahead?
About 10 or so
now that you
paces
were
back.
Excited, now that you have decided to go after the dinos and possibly get your, I don't know, your youngling ward, a dinosaur? Is that the intention?
I feel like this dinosaur is more for Mac than it is for Fennec.
Sure, we can get a
Now,
family dog.
now I'm watching. Now I'm picturing a robot riding a dinosaur. Thank you. Vivid imagery.
We were gonna get there eventually.
Pretty sure someone has it painted on the side of a van somewhere.
It's either gonna be small enough where Fennec's gonna get on it, or it's gonna be big enough that I'm gonna get on it.
Hold on, I'm gonna go take a picture of my kid's shower curtain and post it like that, and everything will be.
Oh man. So, with that, what would you and Fennec be discussing?
So what color dinosaur you want?
I'm never gonna be picky, but I would say, I don't know, what colors do they come in?
I have no idea. Difference. Some have feathers.
Feathers? Nah. I feel like I'd be sneezing and itching too much. I need something rough and tough like me.
So, like neon green.
Yeah, what was that one you mentioned? I can't remember when, but had really short arms. Something Rex. That's a good name too, Rex.
Is it T-Rex? They have little arms.
Yeah.
Big head.
Those.
Should get one of those.
I should fit, right?
In its mouth, yeah.
I fit in anything's mouth.
That's how about that for a sight?
I'm 3.5 feet tall.
Ooh. By the way, some of them are even smaller, but like still big enough to snatch you. So let me know if you ever want a piggyback ride, in case you're worried you're gonna get grabbed.
Wait, so there's something that just sneaks up and grabs you, like, just kind of like sneaks in and just like, bam, I'm there.
I assume.
Mm-hmm.
If we get one, I'm naming it Saris.
Am I close enough to hear this?
We're only about 10 or so paces back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say unless he's really being quiet about it, you'd be able to hear it.
Going to throw a scroll case at the back of his head.
Alright. Pretty sure that you're proficient with throwing weapons, so give me a improvised weapon with proficiency, so use your dexterity modifier plus proficiency.
Oh.
So just a d20 with dexterity and proficiency.
Yeah.
You have to meet his AC. So for Fennec, his AC is 12.
And I'm adding my proficiency bonus?
D20 add 6.
Yep.
15, you hit him right in the back of the head. With a gunk. Fennec, you suddenly feel your head being pelted with something hard and thrown pretty well and aimed like square in the back of your head.
That fucking bard following us?
No, I think Sarah's heard you.
Oh, I meant no offense. It was a compliment.
Name a pet after me?
One that's sneaky and good at their job
And ferocious.
and ferocious. Yep, that one too.
So let me get this right. You're complimenting a woman by telling her that she is comparable to a leathered-skinned, unintelligent creature.
To each their own. Goblins love that kind of talk.
I don't know enough about goblins to challenge that.
So sorry about him.
Would you know?
She just rolls her eyes and picks up her scroll case.
Don't be sorry for me. I am who I am.
And we have to work on that.
And that's
Just
all
a
that
little
you
bit.
am. You're Fennec the Goblin Man.
Coming memes. I am who I am, Goblin.
About how long would it take for us to walk our way over to the area that we've heard about?
It would take you to sunset to get there if you're going by foot. If you are attempting to engage in any sort of sky coach or something like that to help give you a lift, you would be able to do so. That would be 1 second. So yeah, that would you would be able to utilize the House Orion, and they would be able to give you a discounted group price.
So do we take the leisure walk, or do we just catch a carriage?
You know, that lightning rails kind of tend me off. I'm paying for travel.
Well, it's the lightning rail, and that's for great distances. This is just across town. Hey! Mac,
I don't
Fennec.
mind. What?
Are we walking there, or are we grabbing a carriage?
I don't mind walking.
It's gonna take us a bit. And we wouldn't get back here before night.
What do you say, little legs?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I guess we can get a cart. It's gotta be cheaper than the rail.
Levin's gonna see if there's anyone he can make an inquiry with for traveling.
Yep, you would easily be able to identify any sort of stall that is owned by the House Orion. Specifically, you see one individual kind of just standing at a broken down hovel of a stand, and next to him is a ship that, or a sky coach that is still usable.
By usable, does this
Look like a
level of
hoopty.
usability is what Levin's looking into?
You can assume that you'll get there safely.
Pardon me, how much would it cost for you to take a few people across town?
Across town. Just, where are you going? Are you going to the farmlands across town? Are you going... Where are you going?
Levin's gonna look at the rest of the group. Farmlands?
I think that was it, yeah.
Where
Farm.
the dinosaurs are.
Right.
Dinosaurs? You're having me go to an area with dinosaurs?
Reports of dinosaurs. We're just following it up on a request.
Yeah, that's better. Alright, well, I can get you there. How does 45 gold pieces for the lot of you sound?
That's
45 for all of us. And this would
All of
and
you, yes.
and this would be for a one-way or for a round trip.
Well, are you asking me to stay out there? Or are you asking me to pick you back up?
How long would it take for you to get us there?
I can get you there in 2.5 hours.
how much would it cost for you to stay there for a few hours?
Well, it hasn't been too busy of a day, so I can do the same rate back.
So
Just
90 total for the round.
Can you give me lunch? Sure. Can you give me lunch to wait there? I haven't eaten in a couple of days.
You're about to make 90 gold pieces.
But you're also asking me to wait there. It's not going to help me now.
No, but the money in your hands for the first leg of the trip would.
Ah, so if you're going to pay me up front, that's even better.
Well, for the first trip, and then if you stay, we'll pay you for the trip back.
And you're going to notice his hand comes out. Sounds good.
I'll take care of this one, guys. What'd you say? 35, right?
45. Nice try there, buddy.
And I will hand him 45 gold pieces.
Pleasure doing business with you. All right. Do you guys need to leave right now, or can I go grab some lunch?
I think it's reasonable that we can wait for you to go grab.
All right. So with that, he is going to quickly just run out to get himself some food. While you're waiting there, you notice that somebody else is approaching.
I'm gonna just cast a glance. Does this person look like similar to the guy who just left, or does he look a little better kept?
She looks very similar to the person that just left. You see a lot of familial traits.
This bodes well.
Does it?
And this person's on the approach?
Yes, she's heading directly to the stall, it looks like, not to you.
By the way, how long are we allowed to wait before we could just take it ourselves?
I'm gonna roll my eyes. Look, if we just got scammed, I'm going to be very cross. I'm gonna hail the person that's on the approach. Hello?
Hello. Oh, what are you, a customer?
Right. There was an individual that looked similarly dressed to you. Are you running a joint venture, or did we just get scammed?
No, it's a joint venture.
Right.
You didn't get scammed. What, did he walk off to get some food?
That's what he claimed.
Yes, we paid up front
Okay.
for travel.
Well, you're not very much new. You guys aren't used to being en route, are you?
Yeah. Never been.
You know, we were erring on the side of caution not to stir things up. We are only just here. We've only just arrived.
That is understandable, but thankfully, my brother is not going to fleece you like that.
Right. Next time we should only give him just enough to go get food and then wait for his return.
That is a better idea. This way you're sure that you're not going to get screwed.
Bright
To the tune
side,
of if we
he
get
doesn't-
screwed, it's for less.
On the bright side, if he comes back and we're not getting scammed like we believe we are, means he is a vendor of good character that we can utilize again.
At least today.
Well, that would be good for us. See, I don't know how much you know about the houses and stuff, but to run a shop like this, usually we, members of the Orion House, venture on our own. And my brother is stubborn. He decided he wanted to do it all on his own. Well, with my help, of course. No aid from our parents or anything like that.
So he didn't pay for licensing from the Orient.
He did, but that set us back more than he had anticipated. Now
Usually
we
their
have
fees
to-
are fair. What happened?
You're just going to see her just kind of fidget. Well, let's just say he's not the best when it comes to doing things in proper order. He's a great pilot. He's always optimistic and he looks forward, but sometimes he just doesn't look at the world around him.
Well, that's certain to make our trip interesting.
Again, we're talking more life-wise, not job-wise. He is a very talented pilot.
Yes, but does he have conversations with the people that he travels with? I'm pretty sure he's going to keep us from getting bored along the trip. He said it would take him a couple of hours.
Well, that he does, and it is never boring with him. I will give you that one.
Probably also not good for business to say you need lunch and then run away with the money.
It is if you keep relocating in other areas to get people.
Yeah, then people start to talk.
Which is why you only pick a mark or two every once in a while. Typically, people like us, who only just came about.
Oh, shame. He had such an honest face.
What do you mean had? I'm sure he's okay.
Well, he's probably getting drunk right now.
Impossible, he doesn't drink.
Oh, that's good. So then he should definitely be coming back soon.
Well,
And with that, you would see that he is already on his way back. He has a plate of food kind of wrapped up and is making his way back. See, there he is. And you're going to see her kind of wave out, Aldarian, over here. Did you just leave these people here? You'll see Aldarian kind of look awestruck. What? No, I asked them if it was okay if I got lunch. They said they didn't mind. It was their idea anyway.
No, you wanted lunch.
you requested to go grab lunch preemptively.
But you also said that if I got paid now, I can go get lunch.
You said you were starving.
And, well, I was. I haven't eaten in 2 days.
No.
So, are we ready to leave?
Well, you just received your food, so I say we're much in the mood to leave.
And with that, he will board the Sky Coach and invite you all on. It is actually inside. It looks much nicer than it does on the outside. There are comfortable seats. You are able to actually spread out a little bit. It is slightly magically altered on the interior so that it is a little bit bigger than it appears outside.
Schmeezy.
Finally, something nice.
Oh, leg
You will
room.
hear a whirring sound as the elemental gem is activated, and the coach lifts off and begins moving. It lifts only enough so that it's hovering above the ground. So you are not actually in the sky, you are still at ground level.
It makes sense. Levin's
And with that,
Levin's going to sit
Sorry.
down and just pull his pack in front of him and just start checking his equipment.
alrighty, and for the rest of you?
Mac's gonna look to Saris and just go, I'm sorry, and just start like cleaning his metal, like polishing himself up.
She rolls her eyes, but she'll probably spend the trip watching the road.
Okay, are you looking for anything in specific, or you're just looking out the window?
She expects trouble, so she's looking for trouble.
Okay. And Fennec, what would you be doing at this time?
Wishing vengeance on the bard.
I spy with my eye.
Did anybody catch the name of that bard in The Drunken Dragon?
I'm pretty sure you'll meet again.
Oh, I hope so.
That will be to your benefit.
Oh, I intend to make it in my benefit.
Look, just don't go making any threats to be acted on.
Aren't those the best kind?
Not in a big city.
Not in any civilized area, actually.
I'm just saying, if he had willingly given me a cut of a song that was about me after he listened in on my story.
You... Fennec, for the future, it's okay if you engage in playful banter with them. Chide him a bit, heckle him. Challenge him to make an actually good product. Most of the people there were paying him to shut up.
Really?
Nah, Levin actually doesn't care.
No, like Fennec's asking. Like, he's curious, like, really? That's what they were doing?
It's possible.
Hmm.
You didn't exactly see too many people cheering on, right?
Yeah, but now I think it's because I have a bad story.
No, it's because you were creating entertainment for boring people getting drunk in a bar.
In the middle of the day.
You were feeding into it. In essence, he was winning.
Yeah. You were probably the most interesting thing to happen during that time.
I get that a lot.
And he's going to turn back to his equipment check.
All right. Maybe I misread the situation, but I still want his name.
We'll go get his name.
That way, when we go to different towns, I can go up to the inn and be like, look, you don't want to hire this. It's terrible. People pay him to shut up. That's
Fennec.
the drinks. And you're
Ah,
on.
yes. Glorious quest.
Fennec, if you want to be in the shadows, you need to work on subtlety.
That I need a little bit of improvement. I was taught to speak my mind.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's when you start threatening with your speaking of your mind that you're trying to draw attention, and attention is not something you want when you're in the shadows.
No, attention is something you. He's gonna get a little sassy.
Mm-hmm.
I never said I walk in the shadow. I work the shadow. You hide him.
Just shrugs. Too shy?
To each their own.
It's easier to steal what you... Max, but it's easier to steal what you want than to ask for it, though.
Now that you and I can agree on. We each have our own abilities and our own strengths. We know how to use. Hiding in the shadows is not a bad.
No, but threatening people in public is.
There are consequences to talking openly, especially in towns where the police are so prolific.
Oh, well.
Levin's going to pull his head wrappings a little more forward to cover his eyes, and he's going to focus on listening around.
Understandable. With this, though, we are going to take a quick 5 to 10 minute break. And those of you who might be listening in, I hope you're enjoying the show. As a reminder, while we're on break, go ahead and check out some Dice Legion dice. Use our product code, and we'll be right back. back. So, we left off with our party on a stagecoach, or on a...
Sky coach.
There we go. On a sky coach. Said, brain fart moment. On a sky coach that was hovering feet off the ground, powered by a dragon shard crystal, or a elemental crystal. You are in this lofty cabin of this sky coach. It's comfy, it's cozy. You have been Fennec and Ceres had gotten into an interesting conversation, and the other two are the two that you are piloting with, Eldirian Orion, who is currently driving the stagecoach, or the sky coach, is at the helm. His sister is next to him. They are not acknowledging your conversation, but I believe that you were not curbing the volume of said conversation, so it is likely that they have been able to hear it. Let me progress the clock another 2 hours, so it will be 3 o'clock, 3:02 specifically, when you arrive. Excuse me. And what would you like? Is there anything else you would like to discuss in that time while you're flying, or while you're driving there?
Nothing that I can.
Alrighty. With that, we'll time skip ahead. Yeah, I don't know who's coming in with a high-pitched sound. Thank you. So, within the 2 hours span, you start flying past various farmlands. You are heading further and further out. You would have known that the person you were going to go meet, their name is Lynette Galahanda. They are a member of the House Galahanda, and with that knowledge, the Eldirian would know exactly where to go, and he does bring you to there. So let's change to the maps.
You said Lynette?
Lynette Galanda.
Yes.
And that's the sister?
It's the person
No.
I'm meeting.
You have not inquired about the sister's name currently. That is the name of the contact that you are meeting.
Okay.
You are dropped off at the entrance to the farmland. That would leave you walking about half a mile to get to the farmhouse itself. And as you approach in that time, you hear the sheep before you see it, but you also hear ferocious growls and roars, and the sound of one or two sheep, and those who may have ever been in a slaughterhouse would recognize that sound as animals being killed. What would you like to do?
Doesn't sound like we need to get very far.
Levin's gonna look around to see if there are persons in the area.
Give me a perception check.
All right. 19.
Nice. You don't see anybody outside of the farmhouse. As you approach, you do see the farmhouse. The doors are shut, they are sealed. So you notice that the dinos haven't gotten through the house yet, so if there is anybody, that would be more likely where they would be.
Right. Does anyone have any experience with handling creatures?
Horses.
Right.
About it.
Levin's gonna start carefully making his way, approaching the farmhouse. And the farmhouse itself, it's a single story?
Yes.
All right, he's gonna approach carefully.
Is everybody in the group being stealthy? Or moving carefully, I should say.
Sarah's moving as quietly as possible.
Mech will try. Is there any way of
I-
telling?
Give me...
Sorry, again.
I am going to touch Mech and just say, Olandra, make this better, and I will give him Blessing of the Trickster to negate his disadvantage.
Ah,
Okay. I like it. It seemed like that level up gave you guys some nice new attributes here. So with that, I need a group stealth check.
thank you. That'll be helpful.
She's just tired of your shininess overruling her stealth.
That is, I think it's more the clanking, but okay.
Ugh.
I'm still bad.
Why do I try?
Oh,
Why
my
do I
God.
try?
Hey, I had to roll a 2 to get that low.
A lot of those were bad.
Ceres is just
Well,
wincing as we all go forward. She might start to fall back a little bit so she's not quite so obviously attached to the rest of you.
You hear a little bit of grinding. I'm like, yes, why I don't like getting dirty.
Alright, so with that, let's see. Overall, I see a 9. I see a 16.
8, 9,
I
10,
see
16.
8, and a 10. So it is safe to say you go noticed. Now, Levin, you specifically, because you in character mentioned that there was dinosaurs that you were familiar with, you would almost immediately recognize them as a Faceith and a Clawfoot. And with that, we're going to be rolling initiative.
Ooh-wee.
Ugh. Just rolling like shit right now.
I've rolled worse.
There we go. Well, your bad rolls have apparently contagious.
My bad rolls? Are
No,
you sure about that?
the party's bad rolls.
Oh, okay. Just checking, because I do have bad rolls, so I don't want to say that.
It's gonna be a low roll
Alright,
kind
so-
of game.
Alright.
Well, I hope not. I mean, I rolled pretty well. So, with that, Mech, what is your dexterity?
0. 10.
Okay, I think it's safe to say my Fastieth is going to be going first. Its dexterity is an 18.
Puppy.
So, with that, combat has officially started. You notice that the dinosaur here turns and looks in your direction. Immediately, it begins to head in your direction. It begins to walk towards you with 40 feet of movement.
How large is the creature?
It is medium.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, to give you a heads up, both of these creatures are bipedal saurians.
Kind of like little
so it's
velociraptors.
going.
Those velociraptors are smaller, but yeah, Fennec could ride these
Let me
things.
see if I can.
But it's not Levin's turn, so I can't give you much more info than that.
Exactly. So, moving the 40 feet, it is able to reach Mech and is going to make a multi-attack towards Mech.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna suck.
So that's going to be 1 bite and 1 claws.
Cool.
If it hits with the claws, its pounce effect activates.
Okay. Got to be a 19.
Let's see if I can beat a 19. Oh, I got a target. All right. One attack. Normal. A 13 is going to miss. Now for the claws attack. The 17 is going to miss.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the end of that one's turn. This one here is going to walk up to the nearest sheep and is going to eat it.
On you, Clawfoot.
Yeah, it has 5 HP, so yep, that is going to be just dead. And with that, it is going to be Fastieth's turn. It is going to make its way. It has 50 feet of movement.
So there's 3 of them.
It's 2.
There's 2 of them.
Okay.
So that's that. It's not able to reach anybody to attack. This one here is just going to kind of go a little bit crazy. It's just biting at different branches and different trees that are near it in this direction. Mech, you are now up.
Alrighty. I'm gonna hit him. No,
You
still
could certainly try.
only 1 attack. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
Don't forget to target. It may not let you attack if you don't target.
Okay. I just gotta click on it, right?
Alt and click.
Ah,
So with your token selected, Alt
Got
and
it.
click on your target.
got it. Ugh. 8.
8 will miss.
Mm,
For the Clawfoot, the armor class is going to be 13.
okay. Oh, this puppy's fast. You want this one, Fennec? And
my.
that'll end my turn.
All right. Go ahead and click end it and turn in the combat tracker.
You're right, my bad. Oh, I don't see the tracker. Hold on, sorry. There you go.
All right, Fennec, you are up.
All right. Fennec will.
Fennec.
Fennec is going to.
Glad you heard that too.
Just thinking and talking. From where he is at the moment, he's going to focus. He's gonna focus on the clawfoot that's been going for mech, and he goes,
Okay.
take them out. Take the big nasties out first, and he will use his. Yeah, he'll just chill touch this. It's an 11.
That is going to miss.
All right. Then he will. He will bonus action hide in the bush.
Okay.
Would you like a?
Gotcha.
Do I need a stealth roll for the hide?
Yes, please.
So he thinks he's hiding.
Yep, he's about as covered as a billiards table.
I mean, I just said he jumped in the bush. I never knew.
Felt.
So with that, is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
I had to get to the town.
All right, Levin, you are officially up.
Mm-hmm. Levin's gonna move 40 feet. As a Gloomstalker, I get an extra 10 feet of movement for my first turn. He's gonna, with the heavy crossbow at the ready, he's gonna call out, "The ones with feathers are herbivores, just scare them off with something." And he's gonna line up a shot at the clawtooth that attacked the sheep over here.
All right. Go ahead and try to make the shot.
21 to hit.
That's going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
9 points of piercing.
Alrighty, that happens.
Heavy crossbow is getting dropped on the ground right at his feet, and he's pulling the hand crossbow for his extra attack.
Okay.
Ugh, 11 will miss.
That is going to miss.
Yep. And bonus action, take a second shot with the hand crossbow.
Alright. That looks like it'll hit.
23. For 9 points pierce.
It is looking very bloodied at this point.
That'll end my turn.
Alright. I believe that leaves us with Ceres up next.
Okay. I'm gonna step up here. And then step up here, shield at the ready, to block for Fennec. And
Hold on, you cut out right there. What'd you say?
Block
She's running interference for you.
I just want her to say it again.
oh god. Because she's watching him try to hide, and it is making her sad. And then I guess she pulls out her dagger. I guess that's what she's got at the moment. Or... Actually, no. She's got the shield out, but she's just gonna cast Toll the Dead on the clawfoot.
Alrighty.
Oh wait, I should target things. Alright. And now, Toll the Dead. Okay. I don't know what I did.
It's, no, it's fine. He has to make a wisdom save against 12.
Okay, sorry. So you're making that against my clawfoot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Alright. Wisdom saving throw. Go figure, this one has more wisdom than any of my characters I make. So I rolled an 11.
Hey, actually I'll roll a d12 for the damage then.
Has it been hurt?
Hasn't it?
It
Is it not?
has not.
Oh, well now I'm sad.
Because, yeah, Mech wasn't able... I don't think Mech hit it. Fennec didn't hit it.
No.
So, yeah, it has not been touched.
So did I roll a 5 or a 1 for damage?
You rolled a 1 for the damage, a 1d8 necrotic.
And what's the 5?
So,
The 5... Oh, it was a previous... It's in the same damage card, so... that's the first roll that was made.
Okay. Alright then.
alright, so 1 point of damage goes through. Now it has been damaged.
Well, no, I think it rolled the necrotic damage of a 5 first, and then when the another roll was attempted, it came out as a 1 second.
11 hit it,
Okay.
though, right?
So let me take off the 5 instead.
Yay.
11 hit it. That's
11 hit the lower one.
Oh,
Yeah.
After
Yeah,
calling out the
Yeah,
ones
yeah,
with
no,
the
that
feathers
one
on their
that one is very
heads.
bloody.
Yeah, the ones with the feathers on their heads are herbivores and could probably be scared away.
Yeah, she's like, and also, Sarah doesn't know what that is, so she just looks confused. But that's,
Saris,
yep,
is there anything?
that is going to be Sarah's turn.
All right, now. My clawfoot's going after you, Saris.
It can try.
You're right, and I hope it succeeds.
I'm gonna burn a reaction if it hits.
Has to beat an
Alrighty.
18. Or meet an 18.
Goodness.
Got a shield now and better armor.
Nice.
Yep.
All right, first attack. Does a 23 hit?
No.
Dick.
Are you sure about that? I'm
Uh,
gonna roll the damage anyway.
okay. I mean, theoretically, let's just find out what it would have been.
It's 9 points.
I'm gonna reduce that as I slide in like a very big tower shield just kind of comes in right in front of you. I believe it's a D10. Crap, where is that? Sorry for it.
Yep, it reduces. I believe it reduces the damage down by a D10,
It's a D10 plus so.
unless it increased with the level up.
D10 plus 2. That's it.
So may the ones be with you, sir.
Mm-hmm. 7.
Oh, nice.
All right. So you actually only take 2 points. Let me adjust your life. So that would be plus.
I'd have 19. There you
7.
go. That's not so
20.
bad.
That's okay. I'm gonna make another attack.
Can only do it once.
It's fine.
Well, that's okay. I missed with a 7. That is the end of my turn. That one's turn. This one here is going to be enraged that it was shot nearly to death and is going to make an attack.
Mm-hmm.
So it's running up 25 feet, which means it will be able to pounce.
Yep.
It's making a bite attack first.
Meter beat 16.
Let me just make sure I'm not targeting Saris. Nope, good there. Bite. Oh, that's why. Okay. Bite. There we go. 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
So that is going to be 7 points of damage for the first attack.
Yep.
Now here come the claws.
If you would have attacked with the claws first and possibly knocked me prone, you would have had advantage on the bite afterwards.
Yeah, understandable. But I do miss that second attack.
Understood.
So that one's turn is over. This Fastieth's turn. It's going to run this way, and it's going to attack Mech.
It was my ass.
It looks like it has a wild, injured expression on its face.
Well, dead expression in a second.
It's panicking,
Well, it
attacking.
might have a dead expression in a second. Alright. Does a 19 hit, Mech?
Just does.
Alright. So that's going to be 8 points of damage that goes through to you.
Alrighty.
And this one is going to continue running amok down here. You know, you hear the sound of small trees being knocked down. Mech, you are now up.
So there is one All right. I could see the other two now. I am going to. Yeah. So I am going to. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna cast Bane. So 3 creatures within range have to make a Wisdom saving throw. Sorry, Charisma saving throw. If you fail, every attack roll and save and throw for up to a minute, you have to roll a d4 and subtract that number from that.
So I would assume that you're able to target just these two, correct?
I can target 3.
Up to 3.
So it's going to be the two in front of us.
What's
You can't
have-
target any
what's the
others.
range on
I
that?
have 30 feet.
So yeah,
Damn.
they're at least 35 feet away, which is why I said you'd only really be able to target 2 of
So
them.
then I can.
Still effective.
I could swing around then. I mean, if you really want to get dramatic.
You would take an opportunity attack from the Clawtooth.
Nah,
Yes.
that's a good point.
Yes.
Go around, Mac.
I want to catch the third. I do want to catch the third. Can I catch? If I go there, can I catch?
If you're standing there, you can probably hit him.
Mech, I'm going to tell you right now, that's not necessary.
Okay.
He's not going to live long enough for it to matter.
Okay. All right. So I'll just do the 2 in front of me. So they got to make a charisma save of 12.
Charisma save of 12
Uh-huh.
on the way. The Fastieth is definitely not charismatic. So I rolled an unnatural 1 on that.
Okay.
And this one. A 10.
All right. So yep, every attack and saving throw, you have to minus a d4 from that number. It's a concentration spell up to a minute.
Okay. Gotcha.
That is my. Yep, that's it. That's my action. That'll end my turn. And boom.
Alright, Fennec, you are now up.
Right. Fennec is going to move over to the neck. He's going to kind of jump out of the bush, thinking he was hidden, and move over a little bit. And from there, he is going to. How is this one in front of Saris feeling?
Still looking fairly healthy.
All
It's been hit.
All right, he is going to launch a Chaos Bolt at it.
I like it, do it.
Uh,
Go ahead and roll it out.
it'll be force damage. So no, come on. There we go. Attack. Normal. That'll be a dirty 20 to hit.
You know, I think that just hits.
Sweet.
No, it has the AC of 13, so you were able to hit it easily.
All right. So dice is that's gonna be 18 force damage.
And this is at the clawfoot, right?
Yep.
How do you do it?
So he just kind of like pops up from behind, like, "Oh, thanks," and then kind of bolts over, and kind of just like as he's running, does like a little turn, but like at the same time, he's got kind of the energy already, manifested, and just kind of hurls this ball of like just pure force energy at it, slamming right into its side.
All right. With that, you've killed your first dinosaur. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn, sir?
He's going to bonus action hide in the bush.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
14.
Hey, double digits. All right, you've hidden sufficiently well.
All right.
And with that, if you're all set, go ahead and end your turn.
And
Levin, take it away.
All right, starting things off, making a shot with my crossbow.
Yep.
For 15.
That is going to hit.
For a grand total of 10 pierce.
And how do you do it?
It bit me last turn on my offhand. I'm gonna, while it's pretty much clamped on my wrist, I'm gonna yank it forward, put the crossbow to his neck, and loose.
Nice. It falls down, dead.
And the second bolt is gonna shoot the ground next to the Fastieth's feet.
Okay.
But that's gonna end my turn right there.
All right. Saris, take it away.
All right. The clawfoot in front of me is dead.
yep.
Okay. In that case, I will turn to this Fastieth that attacked Mac. And I am going to cast Toll the Dead on it.
Okay. That's a wisdom saving throw on my end, right?
Yes, DC 12. That is weird the way it does that. It rolled twice again.
Yeah, it's also weird because I didn't roll my DC yet, my saving throw yet, and it's saying it hits 9,999.
Yeah.
It's weird like that.
I'd say it hits.
So with the wisdom saving throw, I did roll a 14.
Oh, then it takes no damage.
Oh wait, -4.
Okay.
-4 with a
That's
D4.
4.
So it was a 10.
Which is a fail.
Okay, well that
So
the 7.
damage goes through. This one is now dead as well.
Okay. Yeah, its head just sort of withers and desiccates.
All right. Oof.
Yeah, the rest of it
We
looks
have a
fresh, and
dyna-
its head looks like it's been dead for months.
So it's got soup for brains.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Zombie
is there anything
feast.
else you'd like to do?
I'm thinking of like those guys that that looked at the Ark of the Covenant in the Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah, I am gonna move over here. Just to kind of line up my next shot. That's about it. I'm done. And
All right. At the top of the order, you're going to notice that the one that Levin shot towards the feet at is going to start running in this direction.
Yeah, Fastius moved damn fast.
Yeah, in fact, it would have an extra 5 feet, so it'd be there. And then both my claw feet are dead. That Fastieth is dead. This one down here is still causing a muck. Just only on trees and stuff like that. It's not actually aiming towards any of the sheep or the players. Neck, you are now up. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Alright, he's just like kind of bullshit muck. So let's see how far I can move. Get as close as I can to it, which isn't very close. You know what? I'll dash.
Okay.
That'll end my turn.
Alrighty. Fennec, you are now up.
Seeing Mech go, he is going to follow suit and dash. And we gotta zoom out here. So there. He's going to dash to catch up to Mech. Wait for me! Wait for me! See this little like, just skittering across the ground, just feet taking them as fast as they possibly can as he like runs. And that will be his turn.
Okay. 11.
Simple turn.
Take it away.
Item interaction, I'm going to grab my heavy crossbow. Action, I'm going to fasten it to my waist. And then I'm going to move towards Fennec and Mech.
Okay. Saris, take it away.
All right. No one fast yet is gone, so I will.
Her name is Christina.
Buttercup.
It is now.
Ah, hello. And I am going to cast Toll the Dead on it.
Okay.
Just. I don't think it's taken any damage yet.
I don't think
This
so.
one has not taken any
It
damage.
just been wreaking havoc.
There was mention of it looking wounded, but those might be older wounds.
Or. Yeah.
Or psychological wounds.
Well,
They've got brains too.
I'm not counseling these creatures.
Well, meaning psychic damage. You don't know if something was attacking the brain. It looks physically healthy.
mad fast yet disease.
With that, it rolled a 9 for its saving throw.
So it takes
So
the
it
1
would've
point
fought-
of necrotic damage.
Yay! Finally, the double roll is in my favor.
Yeah. Oh, the second one was a D12 this time. Nice. Okay.
So, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, that is, that's my turn. I am done.
Alright. That's dead, that's dead, that's dead. This one is going to book it towards you since you attacked it,
Does it
and is going to bite you.
know what magic is? Does it understand what I did, or does it just feel pain?
We're going to say that it just sensed that whatever hit it came from your direction,
That's fine.
using its animal instincts.
Well, its animal instinct just committed suicide.
Oh, I mean, sure. I think I'm going to miss. I rolled a 9.
Yeah. That's
So, that's the end of its turn. Mech, you're up. You would have seen the Fastieth just book it in that direction.
Is that right behind him? Hard to see with the shadows. 15. 5. Maybe 30. He's kind of out of range.
javelins.
Yeah, I do have javelin. Now I'm too close. No, it's good. I'm still 10 feet. Okay. I'll just put the hammer down, like, head on the floor, and I'll item interaction and throw a javelin at him.
Alright, go ahead and try.
23.
That hits. Roll damage.
5.
It's still alive.
With a really cool piercing. That'll end. What's her?
What happened?
Just with a really cool piercing.
Yes. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope.
Alright, Fennec, take it away.
It's the belly piercing I'd always wanted.
Back to you. Nope. You go in the building?
I went around it
Oh, okay.
because we saw it ran past up into that corner. You got to walk down because you can't walk through the building.
My 30. Ah, okay.
Too far.
No, I can see it now. Alright. DM, would I have a shot at that angle?
I would say you could.
Okay. I'm just not sure of like height and elevation.
No, you're fine.
Okay, so with that, Medic will he'll do a chill touch. He's not based up the slot just yet. Normal close.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, normal hit. It's gonna be 2 necrotic damage.
It is barely alive.
Hold on. Hold that. But he's going to use that. He's gonna use his Fury of the Small to add another 2 damage to it. So that would be 4 total damage.
What are you using?
Fury of the Small.
Let me double check that.
Small fury.
So when you damage a creature whose size is larger than you with an attack or spell, you can deal an extra 2.
Okay. Okay, gotcha.
Spell made for little
So,
people.
it is now dead.
Ooh.
You are all officially out of combat.
Hey, big guy, which one's mine?
I mean, they're all dead. I guess you can pick one. Kind of
I'm gonna-
pointless now.
Take a moment while they're having a conversation and collect whatever bolts that I can.
Alright, you would be able to collect half of the bolts used.
I spent 5.
So we're gonna say you're able to collect 3.
Got it.
Darius, how you doing?
I'm fine. It's the not fun creatures. I don't see what the appeal is.
Levin's gonna call out loud enough for anyone that's in the building if someone's in there to hear. Is everyone okay?
After several moments pause, you're gonna hear, are they gone?
No, they're dead.
You're welcome.
So they're gone.
No, I mean they're still here, but they're not
One
moving.
of them ran off.
Now you have something to feed these sheep.
Sheep don't eat dinosaurs. And you're going to see a little halfling kind of storm out at that comment.
Tenses up. Waits for the feral halfling to do something suspicious.
Well, who sent you?
We just heard there was a village getting attacked by dinosaurs.
And out of the kindness of your heart, you came to resolve my problem. Thank you so much. And he's going to go inside.
Wait a minute. Wait, no, hold on. Come back.
You do hear the door shut.
What a...
Oh, look, unlimited free mutton! What a great day this is!
Leave my sheep alone! And he's gonna run back out, and he's gonna stand. He's gonna move to stand defensively between the closest sheep, where Steris is standing, and said sheep.
Levin's going to call out, you have one of them that was recently ravaged. You may want to attend to that one.
Well, if I got attacked by one of those dinos, it just gets harvested at this point.
Right?
But no more. These are my profit.
I'm just informing you so that you're not surprised.
Oh, well,
And I'm informing you that we didn't do this out of the kindness of our hearts.
and I am not getting stiffed again today.
When were you stiffed before?
Long story, don't ask.
He's gonna scratch his head. Okay, well, I gave the commission to the House Orion, so...
Right. Can we at least get some information? How long has this been going on?
This particular incident's been happening a little bit every couple of months, but it also goes in waves. Sometimes, for instance, when the war was still going on, this happened all the time.
Right. Would you have any insight as to why, and he's looking at the bodies of the Fastieth, why herbivores decided to start attacking as well?
You know, I don't know.
Because sheep are
They came,
delicious.
They started destroying things, and I called the House Orion.
Right. And you don't know of any situation in which these creatures would have been agitated towards attacking this area?
I didn't do anything.
A likely story.
No,
Can
no,
I- I'm sorry, could I at least trouble you for some water?
Of course.
And he's gonna wait for
He's
the
gonna go
halfling to go inside.
He is going to go inside and try to get you water.
Alright. Levin's gonna approach the remainder.
He-
Right. Having those creatures attack the clawtooths makes sense, but the Fastieths don't.
he makes a good point. When during the war, a lot of animals would try to run away from it and get away from the center of it, and it pushed them kind of out of
Yes.
their habitats towards towns.
Yes, but, you know... What I'm saying is Fastieths wouldn't attack animals unless they were pressured into it. They're usually docile.
Pressured like how?
I don't know.
Extortion?
Agitation, manipulation. It could be a number of things. I don't have enough information here, and I have to start checking.
And as you're finishing this up, he will return with a cup of water.
I'll gently take it from him. Thank you.
Has anyone offered to buy your land or farm, or has been encroaching on your territory or anything like that?
No, not to my knowledge. I mean, anything that I have, I'm not selling because it goes to my daughter next.
Have you had any disputes with neighbors?
Not recently.
Is anyone-
Not past the... Sorry, go ahead.
Is anyone else experiencing problems the way you are?
To be honest, I don't really talk to too many other people. There's too much to do here. The only time I talk to people is if I'm selling my meat to the butcher.
Right. Levin's gonna start looking this individual up and down to just a general feel for, like, how this guy looks. Obviously, disheveled because recent attack, but
He is disheveled. He is elderly. He is hardworking. You do see his hands are coated in dirt and grime, but calluses as well. He does have an honest face. If you want to see whether or not anything else, you can either use a perception check or give an insight.
no, Levin's going to follow up with, and do you have anyone else who's aiding you with the work?
For the most part, it's me. I have a neighbor boy who does come and help me on certain points when, the knees and the back just don't act like they did when I was 20.
Does your daughter not do anything? You've mentioned her.
She does more of the books.
Hmm.
She's much smarter than I am.
Speaking of books, may we have anybody have a parchment or anything on them? May we have something of written note to give to the House Orion?
Oh, sure. And he's going to go inside again, and he's going to fetch a quill and a parchment scroll saying, what do you call yourselves?
Levin's going to step back and just let them have this.
We, my friend, and kind of does the whole gentleman thing, arms out and kind of as an introduction.
Nope, she reaches over and puts her hand over his mouth. We don't have a name as of yet. We're just
We're the Dapper Dans.
God damn it.
Dons.
And
Dapper Dans. Okay.
and lady.
No!
He is going. He's going to just start scrolling the name. The Dapper Dans.
Dons, why do you want to get this right?
Well, that was what was told to him. The Dapper Dans have officially helped him extradite his problem.
Sorry, Ferris, look how happy he
are
looks.
Able to claim
Eris
the reward.
is looking, glaring over at Levin and is like, you let this happen. The expression on her face is, you let this happen.
Fennec is going to pick up some mud and throw it on Mac.
I was on your side.
The Dons in head. Dons, not Dan.
Oh,
Levin's going to quietly enjoy his beverage.
Contemplate snapping Fennec's neck.
The halfling in front of you is just going to look confused.
We're
Particularly why there's a goblin throwing mud at a warforged.
it's how we bond. Don't worry about it.
Not many warforged I've ever met would have taken that. Especially from a goblin.
What's that supposed to mean?
it means that
It means that
you're unusual.
they don't like getting mud thrown at them.
No.
I thought that was self-evident.
I got that part, but the especially from a goblin part.
Haven't you noticed you're really short?
No, I seem to have missed that my entire life. Thank you for pointing that out.
Oh, okay. Well, it makes a difference.
And are you one to be commenting on someone's height?
It just makes the shot harder.
Levin is going to finish his beverage and politely return the cup.
Well, thank you. And thank you all for helping me.
Can't be us.
And he will take the
Gotta
cup.
stick together. Help.
Where's by the way, where's the neighbor? Where does your little neighbor boy helper live?
A farm not too nearby, several miles away. You probably passed it on your way here.
Apologies. When was the last time your daughter visited? And do you know where she is now? Because we are of a mind to inform her of the conclusion of business here.
I saw her last about 2 months ago. She's somewhere in Road. She doesn't tell me exactly where. She says she stays at the temples or she'll stay in the University Guild.
Right.
Are you sure she even wants your little weird homestead?
Apologies, but might I ask her name?
Her name?
Yes.
Sure. Her name is Driana.
Sorry, DM, could you spell that out for me real quick?
Driana. D-R-I-A-N-A.
Thank you.
Do you have like a physical description? And he's saying this generally. He's not trying to make any odd comment.
Sure. Well, I have an older drawing, and like I said, it has been 2 months, so if she's changed anything drastically, I can't help you. She has long brown hair. She looks similar to me, but much prettier. And a lot younger. And she has this inquisitive look in her eye.
That wouldn't happen to be the description of the carriage coach person, right? No, that's... No, yeah, would it?
What happened?
That wouldn't be the carriage coach lady, right? That wouldn't...
No.
No, okay. Random.
Yeah, no, the one that was... They're humans. The ones that drove you, they're human twins, fraternal.
Okay.
And this one's a halfling.
Good question.
Yeah, we didn't get her name, so, like, as well.
And you said she takes care of the books, right? So who takes care of that while she's away?
And you're gonna see him with an animated expression, kind of like jump out with his legs shoulder width apart and go, "This guy."
At this point, Fennec will actually give a look to Levin of like, really?
You don't believe me?
To be honest,
I've been doing this my entire life here, boyo.
to be honest, it's not our business to know about his business, how he chooses to run it and the like. It's just somebody should probably inform his daughter when we make our way back to Rote.
Alright.
You know, maybe it might prompt her for a visit.
Well, that would be lovely.
To be honest, a family's important enough. Thank you for your time. And Levin's gonna take another step back.
Alrighty. Is there any other interactions you'd like to have with this old halfling?
No.
Same.
Alrighty. So you are able to start making your way back to the carriage. Once you have it, you will be able to get paid. I believe this one was 400 gold pieces upon your return to see Elbereth in the House Orion.
So as we leave, we don't think there's something else nefarious going along, right? I mean, besides
A short
know,
version until
loud
the
noises.
attacks. If the attacks come again, then there's cause to investigate. But isolated incident, not much to go on.
Well, is it really isolated? He says that it happens every so often, and it happened a lot more during the wars.
And he said it was every couple of months. This could have been a band of Saurians that were driven off from something.
No
Like I
one
said,
thought-
it's not enough information to go on, just something to note.
Yeah, the fastlings could just be in the area and are getting pushed in by the predator, or could be something spooking them both out. But if it comes in waves, he does have food lying around.
But
In
this
a way.
isn't. This is a rather uncommon area for wild versions of either of those creatures to be around.
Hmm.
We're on the wrong half of the continent.
Like I said, they have been getting pushed out of their home. I mean, some lands have been completely devastated.
That's true, but it's a matter of... Typically, they would have had to cross the Mornland to get here. Unless they were transported separately.
Hmm. Maybe there's a secret animal trade.
But again, not enough information to go on.
You want to try to talk to the kid? Maybe he gets out more?
She and... I mean, it is an avenue of inquiry.
Did we actually pass more houses before we get to this one, or did we just walk and come up on his house?
Well, think of it this way: as there, the state would be named, so you would to get to the house here, you would not have passed any other houses, but you would have passed other farms on your way here. Meaning in the Sky Coach.
Gotcha. Think the twins would want to make a pit stop without charging us more money?
How about we meet up with them when we ask? Who knows? Maybe one or both of them knows of this Driana.
Alright, let's not keep them waiting. Well, they might just leave us.
Well, he's probably enjoying lunch.
Nah, I saw him eating when we were driving.
Well then, let's head back. I'm keen to get paid.
See, it wasn't this fun.
I got
You made
attacked
it.
by a weird animal. I don't think it was fun.
What's the long one?
Levin's gonna show off his arm that was bitten into. It's like, well, I would rather get this tended to.
Oh, I could help with that.
Don't. I can patch it up just fine.
I mean, alright. If you insist.
So with that, you would be able to start making your way back to the Sky Coach.
Yay!
So, despite Mech claiming he did see Aldarian eating his lunch, he did not eat and drive. He is now currently eating his lunch and kind of goes, I thought I'd have at least enough time to finish before you guys got back.
You still have plenty of time. I'll be tending to some of the consequences of our current endeavor.
You look a little bloodied up.
Bite marks, scratches. Nothing a bandage won't fix.
Well, you should have asked. I would have told you not to try to ride a dino.
I made no such attempt.
They were too small.
Even for that guy?
They were too angry.
That I believe.
They tried to aid him.
Levin's gonna find a place to just post up and just roll up his sleeve and start wrapping a bandage around the arm that was bit.
All right. Give me a medicine check at advantage.
$14.
All right. You are able to sufficiently patch up the wound and stop the bleeding. And with that, as you get into the Sky Coach, we're going to stop here for the night.
Huzzah!
We survived another day.
We did it. I feel like we leveled up.
We did the thing.
Yeah, I get that feeling, but I feel like I disagree.
I don't know. They were pretty powerful. Felt like a boss encounter.
I mean,
There
we
was
almost
4 of
lost
them.
You don't get it. This finishes off a campaign arc. We're heroes now.
Yeah.
We
It's
came up.
true.
We came up with a
You
team
haven't
name.
gone the distance
We
yet.
came up with a team name that deserves a level up.
Came up with this name, and admitted he was wrong.
Levin the character and Aaron the player are just cringing right now.
What the death?
Will a round of applause suffice for having a team name?
I hate this team.
The
name.
Dapper Dans.
This was not designed by the committee, and it shows.
The thing is, I love that it's being called the Dapper Dance because it's just going to irritate Fennec every single time.
We are gonna
And
find.
Saris.
We're gonna find a lovely hat for you, Saris. Don't worry.
So, Sarah, so you more of a bowler hat or like what type of hat do you wear?
She wears cowled hoods attached to cloaks.
So sombrero, got it.
I will murder you all. I'm the most likely to
All
murder
right,
you all in your sleep.
Here, see, this is what we're gonna get for her.
Can I think get one of those hats where you pull a string and it claps?
With the hands.
Yeah.
Oh God.
No.
Oh man. All right, everybody. We are going to sign off for the night. It has been a blast. I hope everybody has had fun. We will be not having a session next week for Memorial Day weekend, so we will catch you in 2 weeks. Join us next time. Join us on Patreon. We have a website. And lastly, check out Dice Legion. They've got great stuff.
Yay!
Until next time.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Stay safe.